I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. And you know, today I weep tears for my country. After Trump, the hump, continues to lead in the polls, I finally kind of given up on hope that America is smarter than I think. It's not. And as a matter of fact, I believe America is currently swirling the toilet bowl of extinction like the Greeks, the Mongols, and the ancient Egyptians. Is that what happened to the builders of the pyramids? They spent decades building the pyramids, thinking they were building an amazing mall or learning center to forward humanity, and then when the next Pharaoh Trump, said, nah, we ain't going to do a mall there, we're going to use it for my coffin. Nice job, though. Let me tell you guys, best coffin ever. Boom! You do get that Trump, the GOP frontrunner, is a casino owner, a guy who preys on the stupidity and hope of his fellow Americans. He runs a business where people give him money to play cards and play video games that basically rape you electronically, where the odds are insanely in the casino's favor. Gambling. Right. You get that our next president could be a casino owner, someone who preys on the weaknesses of humanity for profit. And guess what? In a business where people give you money for nothing, all you got, your only expense is the building you own, Trump went bankrupt 4 times. He fucked up the casino business. Really? President? It's like Charlie Sheen getting kicked out of a strip club. Trump is currently in over 100 lawsuits, a bunch of them regarding the bullshit Trump University, where he just took people's money and gave them nothing. He's a racist and a bully, on top of him spewing craziness that he cannot back it up. This man has said, and we all believe him, we're going to build a wall across the entire country and have Mexico pay for it. Really? How? 200 plus miles, 2,000 plus miles of wall at a cost of $10 billion. Not only is it possibly an act of war, but Mexico is one of our biggest trading partners. Really? Oh my God. We have car plants there, tons of manufacturing over there. Do we stop that too? Do we kill a bunch of American jobs because Trump builds a wall? I mean, does Mexico kick out Ford and GM and the Gap? How much will things cost if there's a wall there? How are we going to get workers from the Home Depot parking lot to help us build a new fence at our house if there's a new wall on the border? How about just a decent immigration plan, Trump? Isn't that what a real president would do? He also wants to kick out all Muslims. Well, that worked really well when we did it to the Japanese during World War II, the big one. Why don't we just put yellow stars on them too? Heil Trump. Look, the dude has no plan at all. He just says a lot of stuff that you want to hear, period. We're going to win. Yeah, we're never going to stop winning. We're going to win so much, we're going to hope we lose once in a while so it feels better when we win. We're going to make America great again. Well, let me tell you something, you fake tan comb-over carnival huckster. America is great. Unemployment is 5%, close to the lowest in the world. We lead in technology, invent and lead in innovation. We have the biggest consumer base, and if we stop buying things tomorrow, the planet would shut down. We have the best music, the best movies, best comedy, best fashion. Our freedom knows no bounds. We have so much freedom that we get to bitch about everything. We have the best military ever. We kick everyone's ass, not even close. We have so much freedom that some loudmouth billionaire reality star who ran a pseudo-legal gambling business and preyed on his fellow man and got rich because of his ruthlessness can run for president. And I'm sad that although we have standards for driving a car, running a restaurant, or buying a house, any hate-spewing, arrogant, lying bullshitter can run for president. That is why this is the greatest country on earth. People get what they deserve. Palin with a penis. Trump 2016. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Hey everybody, Christopher Titus Podcast. Well, currently we're recording this while the GOP debate is going on, and I gotta say, I stand by the Armageddon Update, 100%. Hard to believe that Americans are behind any of these idiots. With me, as always, to the right is the lovely, amazing Bombshell Rae.
What's up, people?
And sitting behind her is the fuzzy and annoying Fetus. Hey!
It's just cracking. You just hear him slowly unraveling week after week.
Yeah, but he's got this weird smile. He's got this bizarre serial killer smile on his face all the time. It's kind of like frozen. It's just like this. Huh?
He had good. That when he got here.
That's true. But that was, here's the thing. That wasn't, we didn't create that.
I've told you. One Tinder date away from a school shooting. Just one swipe the wrong way. And this mofo is at the elementary school.
Away from a school shooting. No, he wouldn't go. He'd go to a different school. He wouldn't go to elementary school. That's not even funny. Don't joke about that. I'm not funny. So, people, I got to talk to you about this. Listen up. If you're listening, I don't know how many listeners we have that are right wing. I'm pretty much probably zero. Probably mostly zero. unless they've seen a picture of Bombshell, and then I'm sure they'll listen. Where did we get so stupid as a country? When did we just decide to say fuck it and just become Idiocracy, that movie? Donald Trump has said the most outrageous things. Fetus, pull up some of his quotes.
I love some of his quotes.
Things that this guy has said. It is just amazing.
One of my just one of the all-time was the John McCain.
Oh, I sent that out today.
I prefer soldiers who didn't get caught. That has sustained me through some tough times.
Yeah, he said John McCain, war hero. I prefer people that didn't get captured. But Palin with a penis, Trump 2016.
So this is your new hashtag thing?
Yeah, Palin with a penis. He's Palin with a penis. He says shit you just go that he can't do. You know, these guys want to cut taxes $10 trillion. They're going to cut taxes $10 trillion over 10 years. So someone that did the math on that, to do that, they would have to cut all of Medicare. They'd have to cut Social Security. Kill it. They'd have to unfund all education in the country, which has worked for them so far. It seems to be working for them.
Oh, no, actually, wait. Actually, I take that back. I loved that one, but 2 Corinthians. That was one of my favorite days.
Hey, does anyone know this book right here? It's one of the best of the Bible, the best, 2 Corinthians. He said it's the best. This one's the best. Yeah, I love this one. It's the best. Trump said he's the worst thing that's ever happened to ISIS. That's 2 things he's the worst that ever happened to.
He said Ariana Huffington is unattractive both inside and out. I fully understand why her former husband left her for a man. He made a good decision.
Palin with a penis, Trump 2016. He said we have a wall, we have to have a border, and in that wall we're going to have a big fat door where people can come in our country, but they have to come in legally, unless they slip the guy a 20. You give the doorman. We have a doorman on the other side, a little velvet rope in Mexico. Pull the rope aside, boom, here's 20. Go ahead.
Oh,
go ahead.
Crap.
Go ahead. So you're with the cartel? Don't really care. Here's $50. Boom, you're inside.
Like I said, boom. Like you just can't. We shouldn't have a president that does the shoulder jiggle. Boom.
Yeah.
Hey, boom.
I'm telling you, and says this. I'm telling you, we are going to win so much that we are going to get tired of winning. That's how much we're going to win. We are going to fund everything. He says, I'm owned by the people. I'm telling you, I'm no angel, but I'm going to do right by them. Which people? The poorly educated that you love so much. Dude, this is when I snapped. People, I have to tell you this story. So I wrote that Armageddon update because I'm driving home from something here through Los Angeles in traffic, and I'm listening to the debates on. It was a Trump rally. And Trump comes on and he goes, we did great. We did amazing in the polls. He goes, we did good with the Hispanics. We did good with the whites. We did with the rich, the poor, the greatly educated, and the poorly educated. I love the poorly educated. He said, I thought he insulted them, condescended to them,
honestly,
and tried to compliment them at the same time. He's a carnival huckster. He's just the worst kind of snake oil salesman I've ever seen in my life.
Carnival boxster?
Huckster.
Oh, huckster.
I'm trying to use words from the 30s now. I'm trying to bring them back.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He probably does love the poorly educated. That's pretty much his demographic.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, Sarah Palin, that's her demographic too.
Yeah, I'm bringing back rigmarole too. I think rigmarole has just not been used enough lately in the aughts or the teens or the 20s. Those are coming up later. So I need someone to help me. I need someone. Fetus, you can get on the mic if you want.
There you go.
I need someone to help me.
The racism you definitely need someone to help you.
No,
that's a different podcast.
I want to sit down. Like if we were going to psychologically evaluate why this man is the front runner. Now, I watch everybody else on stage. There's something about...
All of the women on The Apprentice flirted with me, consciously or unconsciously. That's to be expected.
They unconsciously flirted with him. Now, is this a megalomaniac of something we can... And yet, he's still winning. And I decided that I am not going to let this happen. It was cute and it was funny for a really long time. And then when it was in Nevada, right? He won by like 45%. I'm like, okay... America has now proven to me that you have reached a level of stupid that is seldom seen outside of the police academy movies.
He said, Some of these I haven't. How did I miss these pearls?
I know.
Where have I been?
We've been keeping you away from it because we knew this podcast was coming up.
Some of them, I mean, obviously everyone's read or heard what he said about his own daughter. That was disgusting. But even more disgusting, he said, my fingers are long and beautiful, as it has been well documented, are various other parts of my body. This is our presidential.
Palin with a penis, 2016.
With a long, beautiful penis.
I've got a long, beautiful penis. Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Here's another great quote.
She's all excited now. Fetus is texting.
You're disgusting. That was the quote.
Oh, did you bring something up?
So let me put this into context. He said it to the opposing attorney during a court case when she requested a medical break to pump breast milk for her 3-month-old baby. He said on the record, you're disgusting.
The concept of global warming was created by and for the Chinese in order to make U.S. manufacturing non-competitive. That's global warming. So they said, listen, frogs, come here. We want you to all die off, and I hope you bees die off too. Why? We're gonna really burn the Americans. Here's another one. He said, I mean, part of the beauty of me is that I'm very rich. It's beyond assholey, and yet people are still. Look, people, you all have friends out there. I have a relative that's currently working for Trump. I have a relative in Florida that is stumping for Trump right now.
Who? Oh,
yes. Which doesn't surprise any of us, does it? Does it surprise you?
I mean...
At all.
Okay. Oh, well...
No. Everybody has that relative that is kind of gone off the reservation, but went off the reservation a long time ago in the family, and you've kept them around, and they've been okay, and then they do something that you just, we got to pull the ripcord on you. I'm sorry. This is family euthanasia. You're kind of out of the family right now. This is the move for me. I have to be honest. This is the move. If you can support this guy who's lied, has no plan, let me ask you something, and let's talk about this. So we all know that Trump says that he's going to get Mexico to pay to build a wall across the entire United States border with Mexico, right?
He said that, yeah.
He did. You remember this?
He's going to get Mexico to pay for it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a brilliant negotiator. I've negotiated the best deals in the world. I know what I'm doing. Okay, so let's go over a little bit of fact. If Trump is the best negotiator in the world, why is there only a Trump hotel in Vegas and not a Trump casino? Do you know why? Because Trump has gone bankrupt 4 times with casinos. And the people in Las Vegas said, hey, the way you do business practices, we really don't think we can give you a gambling license. This motherfucker couldn't negotiate with Las Vegas to get a gambling license. And as Bombshell said the other day, Vegas had to put down the, what'd you say?
They said they put down the crack pipe and told the hooker to get dressed so that they could deny him something because he was too criminal.
Yeah,
Vegas denied you because you're too shady? Really?
So how is he going to negotiate with the Mexicans when he doesn't speak the language, number one? But if you can't negotiate with Vegas, how the hell are you going to build us a wall, you hump? On top of that, they said a wall is going to cost $10 billion at least, which with the government estimates, we can pretty much guarantee it's going to cost $35 billion. So you're going to get a country that can't get water rolling into its pipes for its people. People are still going to wells with buckets on their heads. You're going to get that country, or same thing, country, to pay for a wall. I'm so tired of this guy. Then what else did he say? He said that we were going to take out ISIS, which we're already doing, by the way. But he said we're going to take out ISIS.
But he didn't really lay out a plan of how he's going to do that.
No,
he just kind of said it's going to happen.
Here's what we're going to do. ISIS is going to be so afraid the second I hit there that we will wipe them out. I tell you this. You believe me this. We are going to take ISIS out. They're going to be running scared. They're going to be gone. ISIS, gone. And then he says we're going to fix education. How do we do it? People are going to be so smart and so rich. It's going to be amazing. It's almost like, did you just read Mein Kampf and highlight? Did someone give you a highlighted copy of Mein Kampf and you just said basically what everybody wants to hear? And on top of that, he's criminal. He said he would like to fuck his daughter, basically. He did.
He said date.
Oh, I'm sorry. He
Semantics.
said semantics. Okay. He said this. He said, "Hey, look at my daughter. Blah blah blah. Whatever her name is.
Ivanka.
No, it's not Ivanka. That was his second wife. First wife.
Shabanka.
Yeah. What's his daughter's name?
Ivanka?
Is it Ivanka?
I think so.
No, that's his wife. Ivanka was
That
his
was
wife.
Ivana.
Ivana?
I think Ivanka is his daughter.
Yeah, it's Ivanka.
Really?
I've said if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her, is the quote.
I'm telling you, she's hot. She's beautiful. Creepy dad. Hey, creepy dad. Creepy dad. Please go away.
Our great African-American president hasn't exactly had a positive impact on the thugs who are so happily and openly destroying Baltimore.
Say it again. What did he say about President Obama, the constitutional law attorney who is the head of a Harvard Law Review? What did he say about the man?
African-American president hasn't exactly had a positive impact on the thugs who are so happily and openly destroying Baltimore. He's not just racist against black people. He's also racist against Mexicans. If you remember when he said that Mexico sends its people, because
the
that's
drug
what
dealers,
they do.
They're rapists.
Exactly.
They're rapists.
And some, I assume.
And I'm sure some,
are
good people. The percentage is low, pretty sure. Yeah?
So, I don't know if you guys are aware of the website.
We're just going over this, by the way. Palin with a penis, Trump 2016.
Palin with a penis, Trump 2016.
Yeah.
So there's a website called politifact.com, which is one of my favorite websites because they take actual quotes that any candidate or politician says, and they fact check them.
Correct.
And then they rate them from a scale of true to pants on
Pants
fire.
on fire.
So liar.
We have used PolitiFact many times on this podcast.
Liar, pants on fire. Yeah, we use PolitiFact a lot.
So I'm just going to, if it's cool, go through the percentages of Trump's scale here.
Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, fetus brings facts.
So
see, because they think we're biased, but he's just the fetus. He's just going to bring the facts.
I bring
People
the facts.
think I'm biased?
They think I'm biased.
You're definitely biased.
Yeah, go ahead.
So,
I'm progressive.
Only 1% of the things that
I think I'm
Trump has said.
You.
That is true. You are biased against me. Go ahead.
According to the quotes in PolitiFact from Donald Trump, only 1% of them are true, 6% mostly true, 15% half true, 19% mostly false, 39% false, and 20% pants on fire.
So in the true category, his percentage is 1%?
Totally true. He was absolutely 100% right. No dispute. Only 1% of the things he's said of the quotes that are on PolitiFact.
Kind of true, 6%?
Yep. Half true. Oh no, mostly true, 6%. So yeah. Half true, 15%. Mostly false, 19%. Just false, 39%. And pants on fire, 20%.
So America, can I talk to you for a second? Come here, America. Come here for a second. America, I'm talking to you. Listen, so I have some free time. I know you guys are working. I get it. You get up in the morning. You get up at 6. You make breakfast. You wake your kids up. You get them ready for school. You take them to school. Then you go to work. And on the way to work, the last thing you want to hear is a bunch of political bullshit. You probably got the radio cranked. You're trying to sing. You're drinking your coffee. You're just trying to get your bills paid. I understand. And you know, you'd like to have a little easier time in the world. You would, wouldn't you? America, I know you would. If I could make a little more money. If I could actually have these damn managers from taking my jobs. I know you're busy. Can you do me a favor? Can you take an hour, 2 hours, once a week, and read something? Look at the facts. Do a little bit of research. Put down the computer. Stop looking through Target.com or Zappos or Amazon. And then just read some facts. Because the people that bother me the most right now are not the people that are saying that, yeah, he's kind of an idiot. They're the people going, well, yeah, he said that, but he didn't mean it. Or he said that, but I believe it too. You guys have got to start waking up to the fact that together we're Americans. Together. All of us. Not just Democrats and Republicans. Not just liberals and conservatives or progressives and conservatives. All of us. And do you really want this asshole, this huckster douchebag, to have his finger anywhere near the nuclear button? Because he would use it. This is the first president I actually think would use the nuclear option. Anybody?
I mean, another president did use the nuclear option.
Yeah. The first president since then. I meant, yes, I know. Okay.
I'm just...
All right. Now, see, I just did a Trump. Look, look. The first president used the nuclear option. I think the first one doesn't really count. We didn't know. We didn't know what it would do.
No idea. It was like a trial and error.
They were like, we saw it blow at the Bikini Islands, and the atolls are kind of messed
This
up.
might end the war,
Here's
maybe.
what we'll do. Let's see. How big do you think it's going to be? It's going to be pretty big. You sure? Yeah, what the hell? Go. Holy shit.
Let's drop another one.
Tomorrow. But tomorrow.
Let's double check.
Yeah. Wow, are they all going to be that big? I don't know. Let's drop another one. Boom. So
That's awful.
that is awful.
Trump would do it.
In a second.
Did
I
you
think
guys
in a
see
second.
him mock that reporter with the disease?
Yeah.
No, what was this one?
This was in South Carolina at the rally. Sergei Kovaleski, he suffers from a congenital joint condition that affects the movements in his arms. Trump denies that he was mocking the reporter, but they have actually caught him in a still and video clip of him actually imitating the disability during the rally.
There's a picture of it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, look.
Hold on, people. I'm looking at it right now. Oh, my God.
And then you can watch him do it, too.
He's actually making the motion of this poor guy with a major disability. Holy shit. People, do you really want this guy for president? And if you do, I have to be honest with you. We are no longer cool. If you actually think that this guy who has lied at every turn, who basically his dad gave him $1 million. Do you know I did some research on it? If he had just put in that $1 million in a bank, just put it in the bank, invested it into a fund, to just a normal, unmanaged hedge fund, guess what it'd be worth right now? About $10 billion. He has $4 billion. So he actually worked his ass off to make less money than he would have made, billions less, that he just left the money in the bank. Vegas won't give him a gambling license. He would like to sleep with his daughter. He wants to put Muslims in camp, which I said today. The good news is all those, internment camp construction jobs that he's going to create, which is great. Good for him. That will be a boon to the economy. How many more things has he said? He basically talked about one of the reporters on Fox that she hates me, blood's coming out of her eyes on top of other places. Said that he's just the most. He called one of the other candidates a pussy, which is fine, but not for a guy you want to be president.
Well, if you go in his Twitter feed too, if you look at things that he tweeted about how like he gets involved in current event type stuff like pop culture. He was ripping on Russell Brand, tagging
What?
Katy Perry and saying she must have been drunk when she married Russell Brand.
Russell
And
Brand's a really smart guy.
well, he tweeted him
Really?
back and said, "Are you drunk when you write these tweets, or does that foam you spray on your bald head make you high?"
Yeah, Russell
But
Brand's the
then
man.
he's tweeting like just randomly day to day. He tweets, back a few years ago that Robert Pattinson should dump Kristen Stewart. It's like he's
He's a child.
He's a child. He's a
Yeah,
little
he's a teenager.
kid.
He's big. So I don't want a president that reads Teen Beat.
Exactly.
Is all I'm saying. I don't want a president reading Teen Beat.
The issues that I have with Trump too is that he really brings out the worst in America and Americans. Like his supporters are the worst of us. Like there's an article out right now that when polled, 20% of Donald Trump supporters believed the Emancipation Proclamation was a bad idea.
Oh my goodness.
So 20% of all Donald Trump supporters, which is a sizable chunk we're learning, I guess, believe that we should probably still have slavery.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding? Like this isn't what we should be about.
American, I talk to you one more time. I know it wasn't funny last time I talked to you. I'm trying to be funny this time. Do you know that Trump said that they said, what do you think we should do about the minimum wage? And Trump said it's too high. We need to lower it to be more competitive. So you people out there that are making $24,000 as a plumber's assistant, and you think you're backing this guy because he's going to help you, this guy wants to lower your wages. He wants to kill Social Security. What are you guys doing? Why are we this stupid? Is anyone else freaked out why we're this stupid? Does it?
Yeah.
It surprised me. I was like, like that. This guy has gotten this far. Surprised me. I'm like, are we this dumb? And yes, we are by
that
far.
CEO that everyone like bitches about and says is ruining America. Like I hate those guys. Like I hate my boss that's controlling me and keeping me. That's this guy. Trump is that guy. Trump is the awful guy that we all hate. And yet you guys like, I like that he speaks his mind. Okay.
Well, so do criminals.
Well,
a
so
lot
does
of
Bernie
time.
Sanders. Go to him.
Yeah, at least Bernie Sanders working for you. I also think that this guy made his money in casinos.
I'm not really a fan of people speaking their minds.
Casinos.
I'm quite fine if everybody just keeps their mind to themselves.
Yeah, but then you get a guy who's in the Oval Office who lied to get there. You know what, though? But some of the guys...
I don't need him to lie. I just need people to stop talking so much. I think people talk too much. She says on the podcast that's all talking.
Yeah, with her co-host just doesn't do anything except not shut up. That's me.
Yeah.
I'm done then.
No. Just in general, like talking, especially if you're trying to become a major political leader, talking like he's talking, it's unnecessary. Do some stuff. You know,
Just give me a plan. John Kasich just laid out a plan for. I'm not a fan. I'll stop talking. I wish you could have seen what she just did. She just did the Jerry Lewis thing that I've ever seen. Go ahead.
I was just about to. I was like taking a breath to say the next word. I was just going to say that like it's really become this sort of pop culture fight now to become president. It's about who's the shiniest and who tap dances the best and whatever. And it's not what it used to be. It sure would. You know, it would be nice if people actually did things in their lives before they then went to try and run the whole country. You know, it's like, so then we could say, wow, look what he did. He's qualified. Look at the difference he made. Look at the charity that he started. And he's got this degree and he has this experience.
Or how many communities he helped.
Right. It's when people ask Gandhi, tried to pin him down. Gandhi, what's your message? What do you want to say? What's your message? And he said, all he would say is, my life is my message.
Right. I walk it like I talk it, bitches. Look, I'm just translating.
And then his stomach growled, which was ironic.
Yeah, I'm translating out of the original Hindi.
But those kinds of people that you're mentioning don't want to be president. Right. Like, they always say the best leaders are the ones that don't want to lead, which is like...
We should draft a guy. We should have the presidential draft.
Oh, God.
Where we just actually had... we had a group of people. We elected.
Who would you draft as president then? Let's say you could pick somebody and force them to be president for 4 years.
They had to be for 4 years.
They had to be for 4 years. Who would you pick to fix the country?
Who would I pick to fix Elon Musk currently? Right now, I'd say Elon Musk knows how to make money. Knows how to push the envelope, wants to do it better than anybody else, wants to become the world leader again, is really pushing new technologies, trying to find what's going to take human beings to the next level of evolution, and he treats his people really well. So I think if I could draft a president, I would draft Elon Musk.
Oprah
too. I actually believe... No.
I want a free car, so...
No.
Yeah, that was actually give. Yeah, you wouldn't get a free car.
I know I wouldn't get a free car.
White guy from near Canada. I don't think.
Maybe she'll give you like a snowplow.
Yeah, there you go. You may open
a Zamboni.
Oh, I've driven a Zamboni before.
Of course you have. Neither one of us have any doubt that you've driven a Zamboni before. I want to point one more thing about Trump, and then we'll move on to something fun. Donald Trump made all his money gambling. Basically, Donald Trump is perfect to be president. Do you know why? Because he has lived in a business that preys on the stupidity of people. Gambling does one thing. It preys on the hopes and stupidity of dumb people. People go to Vegas, and I'm one of them, go to Vegas. They take $2,000, $3,000 they've saved up all year. They put it into a machine that is designed to take your money. They sit down with a 6-shoe deck of cards the game has been rigged to guarantee no guarantee that the house is going to take. You put $100 down, at best you're going to get $97 back. Now, a couple people are going to win, but overall, 97% of the money it's going to be, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. So what he's a master at knowing how stupid we really are. And what we're willing to do, as long as you put a big enough shiny sign up that says, hey, you can win. Come on in, you can win. And guess what they do? They line up, they go in, and that's what they're doing at his rallies. You have a man that knows the worst of human beings, and he knows how to get in there. We used to call this guy Satan. Now we call him Trump.
Did you happen to see that comic I sent you this morning?
I did. It was nice.
It's pretty clever.
Yeah, but at least he speaks his mind. It was basically a comic with a couple sitting on a couch watching the debates, and basically, well, you know, he's Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub, whatever you want to call him. You know, the Prince of Darkness, the Darkest Lord. That's basically up for one thing, which is making sure the human race faces extinction. And the guy goes, at least he speaks his mind.
And the devil is on the Satan is on the screen debating. Like
Yeah.
you see a devil with wings and stuff.
I like that he speaks his mind. So, people, I'm not anti-Trump. I'm kind of anti-stupid Americans right now. That nobody's spending any time researching this, that nobody's spending time pointing out what it is. And imagine this guy being president. Imagine President Barack Obama walking out and going, hey, look at that Malia. She's a little hot piece, right? If I wasn't her dad, my God. You know, imagine Barack Obama walking out and saying that we need to lock up all the Muslims. You need to get no one Muslims in this country. Imagine Barack Obama turning to somebody and going, that guy's a pussy. Imagine that. Is this who you want for president? Because, God, I will tell you this. If this is who you want for president, hey, you're going to help me. Because I'm going to get 4 years at least of being the funniest comic on the planet. In fact, you're helping every comedian in the world. People, if you want to vote Donald Trump in, you are helping every comedian in the world. And every one of you idiots that voted for him is going to look like a douchebag. Every joke that we directed him is directed at you for being so dumb that you couldn't even actually look at this man and make a wise decision. That's what we've lost in this country. It's not that we're stupid. We are no longer have any wisdom. I'm Christopher Titus, and I'm moving to Canada.
Well, wait, you can't move to Canada?
I can't. I can't.
I need a job.
All right. Can we move to Canada?
Who would you vote for president in Canada?
They don't have president in Canada.
Oh,
Ooh,
test
yeah.
and you passed. Good job.
That's right. Yeah.
Canada just had a major political revolution.
They have
Now,
the-
where is Canada?
above us.
Okay, which side is Alberta on?
Isn't Alberta in the middle?
Yes.
Kind of? Okay. Holy shit, I've passed some geography tests. What just happened? See? I started
I
talking
don't know. It was kind of vague. You said middle, so
There's a lot of middle of Canada.
there's a lot.
That's
but
why I figured. I tried
That was
to
pretty- that
I
was-
tried to trump it.
That was very political of you.
Palin with a penis. Trump 2016.
I feel like
Where's Alberta?
if we
It's in
were
Canada.
really going to say, if you had to pick a side,
Mm.
because middle, it just means it's not on the coast. But could you pick a side?
Left or right?
I would say it's a little more West Coast.
Interesting. All right. It's a lot more West Coast, but good job. Don't show him a map.
No, that's good. No,
It's cheating. What's the point?
Yeah,
in
but West Coast. You're right. It's way West Coast.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I
Okay,
didn't know.
good.
The quiz was, he had his answer.
It's not really fair that I can't figure out our own country's geography, and you're asking me another country's geography. It's not really fair.
Name a city in West Virginia.
Isn't Washington, D.C. in West Virginia? No, Virginia. It's in Virginia.
I love the look.
Blue Ridge Mountains. Banff.
Love the look that you get on your.
It's look at my. I'm actually blushing. I feel red right now. When it comes to geography, stupid. You do me a favor. Name a city in
I won't
Missouri.
know it. Any Missouri city, like St. Louis.
Okay, all right, that's good.
yeah.
All right, name a city in name a city in New Mexico.
Oh, I love Las Cruces, Albuquerque,
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Santa Fe.
Mm-hmm. It's good, very good.
A lot of good ones.
Yeah, there's a lot of cities in that state.
Okay.
It's a state, right?
At least one.
You test me again? And now Titus does geography. I'd like to go for the 10-cent question.
It's like my favorite segment on the
Yeah, this
show.
I know. Go ahead. All right, give me a state and see if I can name a city. Come on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Wyoming.
I'm gonna see it. Look, we're gonna start.
That's
at,
easy. Too easy.
We're gonna start at $1, and then we'll go to the $2 question. We'll see how many questions, how much money I can actually make.
Okay.
I bet you're gonna ask me a hard one first. All right, go ahead.
No, a city in Idaho.
Boise.
Oh, damn. I can see. I can't.
I have $1.
I can't give you ones that you work in too often
I do comedy in
because
Okay,
then
give
it's
us
too
a
easy.
city in Arkansas.
Well, that's-
Little Rock.
That's too easy too. You can't have ones. You got to go.
I love these are the stupid. Thanks for giving me the stupid states, guys. I appreciate it.
Like West Virginia. That was. It came right out of the gate, right there with a good one.
South Dakota. Oh my God.
You just played there last month.
Oh no.
Bum, ba-dum, boom, 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 boom.
Boom, boom, boom. I wrote it down. Am I not supposed to write it down? What'd I do? Wait, South Dakota. South Dakota. We just played South Dakota.
You did. You played. Now, don't get that confused with North Dakota,
I
which
just
you
played
played
North
more
Dakota.
recently. Do you remember the city in North Dakota you just played?
I know.
What happens to your face? You just go.
I don't know. I don't get it.
I feel like he's like a kid in like a maze in his own head.
Geography is like the worst. I don't know why.
You were just in North Dakota.
I don't have a mind for it at all.
You were at the theater named after the city you were in.
I was at the so-and-so theater.
North Dakota.
Oh, North Dakota.
This one you know.
Fargo.
Come on, Tiger. There you go. Go get him.
I did Fargo. That's North
right.
Dakota.
But prior
South
to that,
Dakota.
you were in South Dakota. A little prior to that. You played a theater called the Orpheum.
I don't know.
You were scared of the people because they were kind of like Southerners. They were in cowboy boots, and they were like drinking a lot, and they liked guns. When we got off the airplane and you were doing the Arm the Children stuff, and we got off the airplane, and it was this huge sign that said "Welcome Hunters," and then right by TSA it said to please check your
I remember
guns,
all this. I don't
your
remember the name.
knives, your ammo, your everything.
I don't remember what was the name?
Sioux Falls.
Oh, Sioux Falls.
Oh, that's all the time we have today,
Yeah,
folks.
So I
Mr.
made-
Titus,
I
you've
made-
made $3.
No, I got to double it. I made $1, $2
No.
on Boise, and then I did 4. I made 4.
The Fargo one, no,
made
the
4.
Fargo
You
one
made-
doesn't count. I had to it doesn't count.
I'm horrible at geography.
$3.
There's a lot of other things I'm horrible at too, though, which is fine.
Like what?
Math, not good. Writing, okay. Punctuation, horrible.
Wisconsin? You just go away. Everything just shuts down instantly.
I have to use my whole brain. You know why? Because it can't operate in it. Look, I'm so bad at geography that my whole brain has to get in. Everybody just clicks on all the RAM clicks in. Just to
You're
go.
mid-smile, and your head just turns to the side and everything goes dead.
You can't waste brain
You know
power.
why? 'Cause you know what? You know what? I think I'm so dumb when I go. I know it's wrong. Milwaukee.
That was good.
Oh, I did.
Yay!
Yay!
You were just there.
I'm so scared.
You also
I've never been more scared of
you
asking
also
questions in my
play
life.
another city.
I'm
Wisconsin
in charge
a
here.
lot.
That's the thing. I'm in charge. We're doing a movie. Been running it, making big decisions, making hard decisions. You guys bring up. Do you want to make me feel stupid on the set when we're filming a special unit? Just go, hey Titus, give the crew just name any state.
Oh, so you're saying because of the movie you don't know any of the geography?
No, I'm saying that it's
Madison, Wisconsin. You play a lot. I thought you were
Madison,
going to
yeah.
remember that one. Did you know we were in Wisconsin when we were
weird.
there?
You know what? I drive and I look and I'm scared and I'm just trying to get to the.
Did
gate.
you see that?
It's all there's a
Bruce
Taco Bell in
Springsteen just did that. He was performing, and
oh no.
Someone wanted you to know. I saw it the other day that he had an inner retard too, because he was, you know, how he's like, it's good to be in,
Oh no.
and he didn't know where he was.
Good for him.
Well, I think it was good because it was someone letting you know. Even Bruce Springsteen has an inner retard, right?
Yeah, he does.
The old Bruce Springsteen.
But it tells way better stories than the rest of our inner retards. Hey, Bruce.
it makes a lot more money.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
I want to talk a little bit about the movie, guys. Special
Kansas.
Unit. I want to thank everybody who's been working on this crew. You guys don't even know. We've been busting our ass with a bunch of people who basically we're making a real movie.
Yeah.
And Fetus has been working his butt off, been getting yelled at a lot.
A little. A lot.
There's been some, but you're pulling through.
There's some tsunamis I surfed over.
Yes, you have, and there's been some people that have actually done a great job, and we start filming on Tuesday. So what we're going to do with the podcast for the next month is put up a best of. If you have any best of ideas, you want the fat cast, do you want the one about buying a car, do you want the one about the school shootings of the 9 or 12 we've done, what podcast would you like to hear again? We're going to put some up and the best of. Should we do one with Fetus, one with Colonel Jeff, one with Stuntman Tommy?
And vote for the best new sidekick.
Wow, you don't worry. You won't be here forever. You know it.
At least a little.
Yeah, you will be here for a while.
Oh, I found it. He called Cleveland Pittsburgh.
It's good to be here in Pittsburgh.
He was trying to pump him up. He was like, "Give me party noises, Pittsburgh," and he's in Cleveland.
I should have.
And in the
pulled it
video,
off.
you can just hear a fan go, "What?" In this huge stadium, one dude, "What?" So he covers by going, and Cleveland. No.
He started burst out laughing.
He should have. He didn't.
We've seen him make mistakes in concert where he just bursts out laughing.
Yeah, no, he
He
didn't.
does so many of them. Like,
Yeah, at what point you got to cut Spring. He's also 66 now, 64.
Oh my gosh, you pulled the age card. You're ageist.
I'm old. I'm not just ageist. I'm old. Let's leave it at that. All right, guys. So another thing. Do me a favor. If you're going to follow us on Twitter, do it at Titus Nation, at Ray Ray Bradley, or at
the Ryan Farmer.
The Ryan Farmer. Follow me on Facebook, The Real Christopher Titus. ChristopherTitus.com. Guys, if you're going to help us out, keep the doors open of this podcast. Go to ChristopherTitus.com and click through the Amazon link. We get every time you buy something. Also, you can subscribe to Christopher Titus TV on YouTube for our weekly videos and review us on iTunes. For God's sakes, review us on iTunes, because every time you review us on iTunes,
A maxi pad gets its wings.
Is that what they sound like?
that's what I hear. Only when they fly, though. That's
terrifying.
usually when they go south for the winter. When maxi pads go south for the winter.
Do they?
Yeah.
Sounds like a movie.
Who's sponsoring us this today?
Nobody? Maxi pads?
Oh, really? Do we not have anybody today?
Maxi pads.
I thought we had no sponsor today. Why the hell are we doing this podcast?
Geography.
don't know.
This podcast is sponsored by Geography.
This podcast is sponsored to you by Rand McNally. For God's sakes, don't be Titus. Learn where the fuck you are and how to get there. We're Rand McNally.
Rand McNally, you just went, I mean, that's something, that's like an extinct animal at this point. Nobody knows Rand McNally.
I know, that's why it was funny.
It's not funny.
Because I did a
I
reference
know,
that
but
no
you've
one would know.
confused the child.
I did not confuse a child. He knows who Rand McNally is, right?
Man, Rick Nally.
Okay, forget it.
Exactly.
It's like Google Maps except on paper.
White supremacists, by the way, are mobilizing for Donald Trump. I just wanted you to know that the
And that's
good people
another-
of America are behind it.
That's another little feather in his cap. Palin with the penis. Trump 2016. Let's get that hashtag.
They're mobilizing their racists to get out and vote for Donald Trump. On Wednesday, David Duke, good old David Duke. I used
He's
to
still
live in
alive?
Louisiana, right?
Wow.
Yeah, he's the white nationalist and former KKK Grand Wizard. He has a radio show. He encouraged his radio show listeners to volunteer for Trump's campaign. Just call the headquarters and volunteer, he said on the David Duke radio program. He said, you're going to meet people who have the same kind of mindset that you have.
It's Hitler. This is the Germany in the 30s all of a
There
sudden.
is a Minnesota and Vermont white supremacist super PAC as well. And it's called the American National Super PAC, and they are circulating a robocall supporting Trump. They say the white race is dying out in America and Europe because we are afraid to be called racist. Well, I think a lot of us are afraid to be called racist.
I'm not afraid.
Not because we
I
don't want to be called it, but mostly because it's a terrible thing to be. So,
Yeah.
but no. He said gradual genocide against the white race is happening, and schools hardly anymore have beautiful white children as the majority. And this is the robocall. It signs off by saying, don't vote for a Cuban. Vote for Donald Trump.
in the background. Nice fucking lesson. There's a to somebody. I'm supposed to do it. Hi, Hitler. That's going in the back of the robocall.
Speaking of Hitler, and I
Heil
actually have
Trump.
just jumped right into the news here because
Ladies and gentlemen, from sea to shining sea, continent to continent, sometimes space, it's a sexy, beautiful Bombshell Rae with the Bombshell News. There you go.
This is actually a historical story that ties right in with that reference. British outlets are now currently abuzz because apparently the history's biggest dick apparently had a really small dick.
Yes, I heard that the Jerrys all knew that Hitler had a micro penis.
It's actually what it was called.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
Yeah, I heard something about it in the news. Well, I've been doing research for many years in Britain. He had a micro penis.
That's what it's called. How do you know that? How do you not know the name of a city in South Dakota, but you know a rare condition called micropenis?
Well, because I believe that no one cares about Bismarck, North Dakota, but when it comes to micropenis, I will ask.
Bismarck, now you come out with.
I will say this to you. Go to any dinner party, say to everyone, oh my God, has anyone been to Billings, Montana? And they all look at you like stupid. You go, my God, does anyone know what a micropenis is? Shh, stop. Everyone will stop. The glasses will turn to you. No, please explain it. Well, Hitler had a micropenis. Boom, life of the party.
Well, you're about to be in Billings, Montana in April. Just wanted to throw that out there. Billings, Bozeman,
One of my favorite places in the world.
Butte, and Missoula.
Butte, South Dakota.
No.
What?
No, you're going to be entirely in one state that whole tour.
No, that's
Yes.
impossible.
Yes.
We've never done that.
All one state. Well, you did it in Montana actually last year.
Wow, that's craziness.
You
I can't
probably
believe we never
didn't
did
know
that.
you were in Montana, but do you remember the drive across Montana?
Probably felt like 8 states.
It wasn't bad.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
it was
it
the
wasn't
most beautiful thing ever. And we went to the
crazy.
rest stops that had like history boards where you could learn about the Native Americans.
I've never been to, because there's no Native Americans left, but the rest stops are like museums. They're like little museums of
There's
the people that we
there's a
killed
reservation.
in Montana.
No, there's a full reservation.
Yeah, and then a little further down, and we had a couple of those come to the show, and one of them was the biggest, strongest humans I've ever met in my life.
picked you up.
Picked me up, loved me, loved my comedy, love your comedy, bro, and picked me up. And I was like, this guy's built that. He's built out of steel cables. It was insane. I think maybe we killed the Indians because we were really afraid of them.
Played lacrosse against a bunch in high school. They're
Yeah.
terrifying.
The guy was pure muscle. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So basically, they've used instead of making really nice big Indian museums, they use the restaurants where people take dumps, and they've turned those into little museums. And it's the nicest rest stops I've ever been in my life. Honestly, if there was a little room that said spa and you could get a massage there, I would just stop. You wouldn't need a store. It was perfect. Didn't you think they were amazing?
I thought they were amazing.
Amazing.
Mostly because while
But now back to Hitler's micropenis. Hi, this is John Fuzzleburger and from Britain Radio.
all right, you have to go sit back in your chair now.
John
He's
Fuzzle-
laughing too loudly.
John Fuzzleburger. And I would like to now talk about Hitler's micropenis.
That's what it's called. I
Bomb-
can't believe that you know this.
Oh, I watched Trevor Noah the other night, and he talked about it.
He
yes.
did?
Explain to me what the micropenis is.
Explain. Hitler's believed to have had 2 forms of genital abnormality. One undescended testicle and a rare condition called penile hypospadias,
Penile hypospadias.
in which
yes.
the urethra
By
opens
the way,
on the underside of the penis or in some cases on the perineum.
Hypospotamus was also a guy who helped defend Rome against the Mongols. It was not? All right.
Yes, that was correct.
Thank you.
You may not know where Sioux Falls is, damn it, but that was spot on.
Yes, it was. Well, when you're a history major like myself,
He had an undescended ball.
I like that Hitler was so horrible that his testicles were like, I'm just going to stay here. You're going to fuck this up. I'm going to hide up here in your lower stomach because you are just an asshole.
1923 medical records, they've been released. I'm just amazed by this. Anyway, I'm more amazed that you know what micropenis is.
Doesn't it explain a lot about Hitler, though?
Of course it does.
That explains almost all of Hitler. You've said, why was Hitler such a psychopath? Why did he feel the need to power and destroy people? Micropenis. Oh, like if they'd have just went into the camps and said, hey, by the way, guys, Hitler's got a micropenis. They'd all went, oh, that's why we all have no food and we're dying.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Pretty much, it's such an indicator, a man's attitude, how the guy acts in public and with other human beings. Direct correlation to penis. Direct.
So here's what that would mean about you. That would mean
I don't have one.
No,
I don't.
But you would have to have you'd have to hang out with a lot of men. Number
I don't have
one,
a penis.
I know you don't. I'm saying how you know what you just said. You would have had to have hung out with a lot of different men, and then seen their penises. You would have had to have hung out with them, see how they behaved, made a judgment, then later on that night seen their penises and said, aha, that's why you're a douchebag.
That's what I always said too. Aha! Hum ho ha ha.
I knew it! Yes! You were a douchebag in the bar, and you actually told that you were hitting on the waitress in front of me because your penis is an inch long. You don't have a micro penis, but you definitely don't have a maxi.
A lot of micros. Walking
Is there a
around.
lot of micros? What do you find?
And
okay.
they're breeding apparently
Obviously,
because
yes.
there's if you look at how people act today,
But it's
in
all
society,
artificial insemination because they can't seem
obviously
to get.
those micros are they're replicating. They're giving birth to other micros who are going out and being assholes.
So let me ask you something.
Donald Trump.
Let me
Donald
ask
Trump.
you- micro penis.
$1 million, I
Micro
say.
penis. Palin with a micro penis. Trump 2016. Palin with a micro penis. So let me ask you this. What do you notice in guys who guys you've hung out with? I want to hear. I want to hear traits. I want to hear traits. So a guy with a small penis, what kind of traits does he have?
Well, I think we just covered that.
So Hitler,
quite frankly,
very Hitler and Trumpish.
That whole theory of overcompensation. People are like, he's compensating for something. It's not. It came from somewhere.
It's true.
It's true. It came from somewhere.
Yeah, but I have like fast cars and stuff. I like cool cars.
Unless like chicks that get plastic surgery and they hang out with each other and then they all start to look freaky, and it's because they only have themselves to compare to.
Right.
Life is all about perspective. So I would say like perhaps in like the whole theory of like an Asian person, if he grew up in Japan or China or wherever and he was surrounded by other micro penises, he wouldn't have ever had anything to compare it to. So maybe he's a very nice individual. But if you see, right?
So,
he's totally on board. But then if you sent that person to America
and made him play on an NBA team,
and he watched porn or he showered or he whatever, then
showered
or
then what would happen? You'd say, "Oh my God, I'm a whole lot really smart." And then he would start. Then he would go buy an affliction shirt and go to a bar in a Ferrari, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Just want to make sure that's what we all thought. But do you think the stereotype is based on a reality?
I do.
Okay, all right. So, guys, if you're looking at the affliction shirt and you want to get even with people for no reason and you have to have a Ferrari, micro penis.
The guy heckling, yelling out, getting hammered, whatever, at the comedy club or in the theater.
With the tank top on Saturday night, yes.
You think that dude's hung like a bear? The dude that's hung like a bear just sits there totally chill, totally silent.
Has a great time.
No insecurities, no problems.
Good to hang out with, always helpful. Yeah.
I like that you're like...
I'm just saying.
I like hanging out with a guy with a big penis. It's good to hang out with.
And as a dude, I like to hang out with a guy with a big penis too. You know why? Not because he's calm. He's not an idiot. As I'm
Quote,
saying,
as a dude,
I like to hang out with a guy with a big penis. You know why? Because they're chill. That's why I like firemen. I like firemen because deep down, hung like a bear. You know how you can tell? Totally confident. You hang out with him. He's buying beer. He's not being a dick. He's not starting fights. Hey, Bob, you got a big penis, don't you? You know why? You seem incredibly easy to hang out with. And I think that, as a man, is what we're all looking for in a bro. Dude, you know why? You know the guy that's ever making fun of? Micro penis. That guy. Hey, Steven, shut up. That guy? Tiny dick, tiny penis. But everybody else, yeah. So, yes, as a man, like to hang out with a guy with a big penis.
So we did talk about finding you a friend, if you remember.
Pete is just in the back, just shaking his head.
So we did talk about finding him a friend a couple weeks ago, and so I just want to lay that. You.
Oh yeah, because I need a friend.
We need to find you a friend.
We need to do with that's hung like a bear.
We need
because I can't just hang out with some asshole. You want a dude that's going to be totally chill. Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm just using the penis as an indicator of personality.
Aren't we
I'm
all?
not. Yes. Well,
we all?
I'm just saying I don't need a guy with a big penis. I'm saying I want a guy with a big penis.
You have to go to commercial.
Palin with a big penis, Trump 2016. Just to hang out with. Not his penis,
Tiny
the guy.
dicks just don't get it.
All right. We have just... Why does it always deteriorate to this? We can't be funny, smart when it comes to politics, and it always has to degenerate into this. Tiny dicks don't get it. That's hilarious. You're killing me.
A man in Austin, Texas,
Next story.
actually just had his penis pulled off 38 years old. He was attacked.
Pulled off or cut off?
It was pulled off.
I will say this: that's a big difference. That's a big difference.
He was attempting to sexually abuse a stray dog near his home, which happened to be a pit bull. He's been there a long time. He has documented mental health issues. He was seen luring the stray dog into his backyard using packaged meat, really packaged meat. He got the dog back there, and then he tried to sexually assault it. And obviously the pit bull didn't like that and he took it off, clean off. Tore it off.
What are you doing going after a pit bull? Like what part of you thinks that's the right thing to do?
I don't know. He went through a 6-hour surgery and they gave up, and now he has a plastic catheter.
Good for him. And the pit bulls are high pawing all through the neighborhood. Yo, thanks, Philip. Thank you, man.
Can you believe that?
Well, that you're a pit bull raper is just a bad decision, number one. I don't understand, and I'm going to sound very Trumpish about this. I don't understand there's a certain level of people and behavior. Why don't we just edit them from the gene pool? I don't quite understand why we have this. Because it's horrible. It's horrible. The guy was trying to rape a dog. Like, there should be like a list of things that are just so heinous on the planet that we just punch your ticket. You tried to rape a dog. You have to have video evidence of it and maybe the dog's testimony, and then they take the guy out. If you rape a kid, you're done. You just take you out of the equation. You're out. If you shoot up a school, no question. Sorry, we have video of you with a gun shooting in a school. Done and done. Shouldn't you think there should be certain things that we just edit you out?
Yes.
So how do we get that going? Payment with a penis, Trump 2016. That's how we go.
My friend Amber just sent me a text.
Yes.
And it's a link to Groupon. It's actually on Groupon, and it's an inflatable seat with vibrating dong is the name of it. You can get it in black or purple. You sit on it, and it's only $24.99 on Groupon right now. It's usually $99. And you know how they tell you how many have been purchased?
So you have to buy them in a group?
740 of the purple and over 300 of the black one.
Wait, oh my. Okay, people. Basically what this looks like, it looks like a curling rock with a penis sticking out of the top. That's exactly what it looks like. It is there's a black now the penis is exactly the same size. They didn't go on the black curling rock and make a bigger penis on it. It's the same size. And the purple one was not outselling the black one. The black one is.
No, the purple is outselling.
Yeah, well, I think people that racist. People are actually that racist. This is amazing. So basically, it's an inflatable seat with vibrating dong, black. So basically, you have a little seat that's filled with air. You sit on the dong, and you can bounce up and down, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think you can turn it on. I think
that
vibrates.
Is the worst look I've ever seen on your face. As I described that, you just went, yeah.
It's just not good.
Why did she send that to you? Why did your friend Amber think you needed one? Or did she think
it's hilarious?
It's a deal. Go get one.
She sent me something else a while back too. You can actually buy the man bun. Like the hipster man bun, and they had that on Groupon. You actually just clip it on.
You can buy a man bun now? Yes. Oh, my God. You might as well include Crocs and capri pants. What did I say? Capri pants. Holy crap.
There's an Iowa bill right now that has been approved by lawmakers that would let children under 14 handle guns. It just passed the State House of Representatives. Name a city in Iowa. It's a lot. It's a lot like the city in South Dakota. It's got the same word in
Des Moines?
it. Okay. All right.
Thank you, guys. You guys put me. Do you see the fear that comes
Yes.
across? Do you think like it's literally?
Time you ever look like me?
It's yeah. You know what it's like? It's like someone has asked me a question in a third world country that I'm on trial. That if I don't answer right, they're going to hang me at a soccer goal post. That's the look that comes across my every time you ask me a geography question. Is that the worst? People, I'm stupid when it comes to geography. I'm a smart guy, but when it comes to geography,
I know. It's
I didn't
weird
care.
How smart you are about.
I
so
live
many
here.
things.
I remember in school just looking at the map. Why I got to memorize this? What
California, though, you have on lock. You know
'cause I've lived
every
here my whole
city, but all over California.
Yeah,
I'm trying to compliment you.
Thank you. It's not working at all.
Anyway, this bill.
I'd like
just
my
went
curling dildo. Can I get one of
to
those?
the House of Representatives. Anyway.
Arm the children. People go to YouTube and watch my video, Arm the Children. I think they're going to be using that to vote on that bill.
That's what I think. People are taking that a little too serious.
Yeah.
A man has changed his name to...
Fetus, put that back up. I want you to repost that.
A man
Repost
has
it on Twitter or
changed his
something.
name to Bacon Double Cheeseburger legally. It's a British man. He was formerly
Is it
Simon
British guy?
Smith. He is, yes, Simon Smith has changed his name to Bacon Double Cheeseburger. The change was inspired, of course, by an evening of drinking. He says it was too many drinks in the pub, and there was a conversation about names. Cheeseburger said. Bacon Double Cheeseburger.
It's Sir Bacon. I prefer Sir Bacon. My name is Sir Bacon Double Cheeseburger, and I would like to say 100% that the name change has added me to the royal family of many double bacon cheeseburgers.
He says that his new name has not affected his career as a consultant in the oil and gas industry. Honestly, I thought he was going to be a dude in Florida, like cooking meth in his bathroom. Turns out not.
Philip, Stephen, like you to meet Bacon Double Cheeseburger. Hello, how are you guys doing? Dude, your name's Bacon Double Cheeseburger? Yeah. So cool. Oil and gas industry? Perfect name.
Fast food outlets actually tried to contact him.
I just don't...
He says his fiancée is fairly reluctant about marrying a cheeseburger. She doesn't want to marry a man named Bacon and take the last name Cheeseburger. But his first name is Bacon. His middle name is Double Cheeseburger.
Is that? By the way, any man that would change his name to that, doesn't that instantly... It's not the name that bothers me. It's that you changed your name to Bacon Double Cheeseburger. I think at that point you're not marrying that guy.
Yeah, I don't know. Although he sounds like he's probably a lot of fun.
I'd like to have a child. These are little curly fries. And this is little...
Onion ring.
Onion ring. Onion ring and curly fries.
Tater tot.
Let's go. Oh, they're all tater tots to me.
So come and see us tomorrow. So on the 26th, Friday, we're going to be in Chico at the El Rey Theater.
Yep.
And on Saturday, Sacramento, the 27th at the Crest Theater.
Those tickets went fast. I was really something's going on.
And then the week after, Claremont, the 4th and the 5th, Claremont Flappers, come see me, headline, laugh loudly.
The week after? We're doing
Look fatter.
It's the next week?
It is.
I'm doing that Sunday, right?
You are.
I'm doing that Sunday. Ooh, we're going to be middle of filming. I'm going to need to get on stage
Yes.
to actually get my confidence back.
Indeed.
Because this first week of directing is going to be wee.
Indeed. So come out 4th, 5th, and 6th.
4th, 5th, and 6th. Is it 4th, 5th, and 6th of March?
Yeah, I'm 4th and 5th, you're 6th.
Right. You're going to do your first headlining gig.
Yay.
People, I want you guys to go down to Claremont. You can finally get to see Bombshell do her whole set. You know, you've had to come up. If you've come and see me, you've seen her chop it up. If you go to the Claremont Flappers, my God, you will get to see this girl do her whole set. Fetus, you got to go. I know we're going to be busy and tired. Busy and tired. And we'll get it done, for God's sakes. But go see tickets. Get tickets for Bombshell on Friday and Saturday. I've lost the ability to speak English. Every time you guys bring up geography, I lose my ability to speak English. Guys, thanks for listening to Titus Podcast. For myself, the lovely Bombshell Rae, and Fetus, later.
Peace out.
See ya.
There, did I wrap it up fast enough for you?
Yes, thank you.
You happy?
Gotta go, stressed out. Got stuff to do. Gotta catch a flight. Gotta get on a plane. Gotta write comedy. Gotta headline next weekend. Gotta do a movie.